Goodbye Freya, my darling. You will be missed. So hello everyone, I'm Tofu, and we're on our jungle island of Tanglewood, and clearly we're on a villager hunt. So, as you probably know, we're hunting for Rudy or Wendy. But we're going to have a little bit of a twist. I'll give myself 100 tickets. I'm just grabbing my ladder for Anticipation Mountain. And basically what we're going to be doing is a mini bingo. So if I happen to see any of my previous villagers on any of the islands, so I'll throw an overlay over the screen now. If I happen to see 9 of them, I will then scan in Wendy because I have her amiibo card. So ultimately I've got 100 tickets to try and find Rudy. If I don't, then my backup plan is finding the 9 previous villagers and then, like I said, scanning in Wendy as a prize. This is Naomi. I don't like her, and she is not a previous villager of mine, so we will be moving on. So I thought this mini bingo would be an interesting way to keep things a little bit fresh, just so that I'm not constantly hunting for Rudy and Wendy and then coming up with disappointment. But as far as the previous villagers, it literally counts for any of my 4 islands that I've had on New Horizons. It also it also holds the current members of Jailtown, my crime island. So if I see any of them, they will count towards it. This is Cleo, another villager that we've never had before. Very nice horse as well. Yeah, if I don't manage to hit the 9 that I wanted, or find Rudy, or Wendy to be honest, then yeah, I'll be taking whoever is on the 100th ticket. So hopefully it's someone good. And I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who's given me their patience and support recently. Both me and Mumsy are still kind of ill. Mumsy's got the worst of it. I'm just about getting over it. But you might be able to hear in my voice, I'm not quite 100%. This is Paolo. Hello, Paolo. Very nice looking elephant. As for a thing I mentioned in my last villager hunt, the 140 ticket odd search for a hippo, I did mention that if you wrote Tofu in the comments to show that you had made it to the end, I would give you a name shout out and dedicate a particular ticket in this search to each one of you. And I plan to do that. I will start on the 5th ticket. I believe this is ticket 3, so yeah. And just to add a little bit of insult to injury, OBS, when I tried loading up to actually start this recording, just wouldn't find the switch at all. And so I had to spend half an hour just pissing around trying to get it to work, and I've only got like an hour today that I've window to record, and so I've wasted half of it literally trying to mess around with the laptop and all of that jazz. So that was fun. This is Tucker, another cool elephant. Never really had Tucker, and obviously isn't part of that elusive gang in which we've had before, so we won't be marking him and we won't be taking him. So as we're on our 5th ticket, I'm going to give a dedicated ticket and shout out to each one of you that wrote a comment on my previous villager hunt. So this ticket is dedicated to Renoa Fantasy 13. Hopefully we'll find someone good. It's Tiang Sheng. He's my boy. I do like him. Probably my favourite monkey, and he was my jock starter on Tanglewood. So it's always nice to see him. And obviously, there's one of our previous villagers, so that's 1 of 9. Good start. Okay, Anticipation Mountain, and this ticket is dedicated to Leslie James. I just saw a little bit of movement on the horizon. I didn't happen to see who it was. But 3, 2, 1, let's see. I can't remember his name. Oh, Leonardo, I think? No, it's wrong. It's Rowan. Okay, that's not someone we've had before. He's an alright character. Never really someone I ever considered though. I think I prefer Tybolt. Well, I can't speak today. Tybolt or Leonardo, honestly. And obviously I've had Bangle before, so yeah. So this ticket will be dedicated to Sarah Villette, or Sarah Valet. I'm sure I've said your name wrong at least one way, maybe even twice, so sorry about that. But this is for you. And who are we going to find? Ah, it's Melba. She is one of our previous villagers on Skytree, my original island that I had since launch, and obviously I deleted for Jailtown. So that's villager number 2 of 9. Nice. Our next ticket is dedicated to Pistachio Queen. And who do we have? It's Owl. I'm not really into Owl. Never had him before. And that's not going to start now, unfortunately for him. Sorry if you're into that character, but I'm not. This ticket shout out is to Zai, spelt Z-Y, or Z-Y, depending on where you are in the world. Oh, and look who we found. Wow, I've not seen her at all, and then she shows up for ticket number 10, something like that. Hey, Wendy. Okay. I hadn't thought this through because honestly, I've not seen either Rudy or Wendy for however many hunts I've done on this channel. And the amount of tickets, it must be like 1,000 by now. But what I'm going to do is, as I've seen Wendy, I'm going to go the full 100 tickets hunting for Rudy. If I don't find Rudy, then because I've found Wendy, I will take whoever the 100th ticket is and then scan Wendy in, kind of regardless. But we're going to carry on, see if I can hit that magical 9 out of 9 for the previous villagers. I guess, Zai, you've kind of won. So congrats on that. But I will carry on going for now. The ultimate goal was Rudy, because I don't have his amiibo card, whereas obviously I do have the amiibo card for Wendy, so yeah, that's cool. I'm guaranteed Wendy. Okay, this ticket is dedicated to Sarah Scholl. Again, apologies if I have said your name wrong. Here we have Chevra. Never had her on New Horizons. She was part of my New Leaf town, but I'm not counting those villagers. Mostly because I can't accurately remember who I actually had on that town. I remember a few, but I can't be certain of all of them. So it felt unfair just to include them. But Chevra's a good girl. Always nice to see her. Would be nice to get her and Nan at one point, because they have a bit of a connection in the game. Okay, this ticket is for Artsy Imogen Sky. And we have Soleil. How we doing, Soleil? She's pretty cute. I'm not sure about the muted tones on the her snow jacket and hat. She's a pretty cute villager. Not had her before though, so we can't be marking that down. This ticket shout out is to Jess. So hello Jess. There's Fuchsia. Another very cool looking villager. Another one we had on New Leaf, but not in New Horizons, so again can't be marking that off for our little bingo. Fuchsia was always cool. I did like her in New Leaf. I kind of like the uniqueness, the fact that she's so vibrant, but at the same time it does kind of go against a lot of themes in New Horizons. This ticket is for C. Spence. The letter C and then Spence. And there we have Annalise, I believe. It is indeed Annalise. She's another cool horse, much like Cleo. I do like the shades of pink for her hair and tail. Very eye-pleasing against the brown. We must move on though. She isn't one we're after and haven't had her before, so can't mark her down on the bingo card. And this one's dedicated to JKL 66710. We'll bust out our ladder for Anticipation Mountain. Who do we think we're going to get? 3, 2, 1. Yellow legs. It's Tammy, I believe. I'm going to double check. It is Tammy. Not someone we've had before. Kind of a cute bear. Looks a little bit sassy. I have an appreciation for sassy villagers because of Jailtown. They're always someone I wouldn't really consider for a lot of my previous islands, but Jailtown's given me a new love for characters that look kind of angry or just criminal-like, to be honest. And that was the whole point of the island, so grand. And our ticket for Waterfall Island is dedicated to Natalie's son. So who do you think we'll see? 3, 2, 1. Reveal! I was going to say, where are they? But he was hiding behind the tulips. It's Rod. I do like this boy. He was always my backup for Rudy as a jock villager. And I've barely seen him, to be honest. But he's adorable. I do like him. I definitely would love to have him on an island at some point. but due to the fact that I've been searching for Rudy the entirety that I've been recording, I've never seen him, to be honest, really ever. I've only ever seen him once, and that was during a species roulette, and I was dedicated to not taking him because I was looking for a chicken, I believe, if memory serves. But yeah, I am now 100% dedicated to finding Rudy. So unfortunately we won't be taking Rod, which is a shame, but in the future I will definitely have him at some point. And the last dedicated ticket we have is going to Salmon Pancakes. Who will we find amongst the bamboo? Let's look. And we have Cat. Not gonna lie, I saw the colour scheme and I actually thought it was Bangle for a second there. It's only then when she kind of turned around that I saw it was Cat. So not someone we've had before. I don't mind Cat. She's alright. Could be better design wise, but at the same time she's pretty inoffensive. So yeah, she's alright. She gets a pass. So a massive thank you to every one of you that left a comment on that previous video like I mentioned. And we have Sprocket now, who is a member of Jailtown. So that's villager number 3 of 9. If you're wondering why I chose 9, I was just going by a 3x3 grid. So I thought that would be a decent number to look for 100 tickets. I have tested it out by watching a couple of my previous villager hunts, and I've got about a 50-50 success rate. So once I absolutely smashed it and had something like 17 previous villagers, and then the other time I managed to only see like 4. So yeah, I thought that was a reasonable number. It's like 1 villager per 11 tickets. I was expecting to go pretty much the distance without seeing Rudy or Wendy. So the fact that I've seen Wendy was kind of a surprise, and not gonna lie, it's also a surprise that it was during the dedicated ticket segment. I'm stalling because I don't remember this frog's name. Jeremiah? Oh, it was. Wow. What a just happy chappy. Anyway, as I was rambling on about Wendy, I'm surprised that I've seen her, but I think it's fair enough that I've seen her actually in the hunt, and so I can scan her in regardless of whether we hit the bingo. The bingo was just to make it a fun idea, just to kind of keep things a little bit fresh, but still, we're looking for the remaining 6 villagers that we've had previously, and see if we can actually hit that 9 within the 100 tickets. It's also nice knowing that regardless of how this hunt now goes, if I get the villager on the 100th ticket, I'm guaranteed to scan Wendy in and replace them. So yeah, it's a nice little safety net. And what's your name? Amelia, I think, but I'm not 100%. When I should be, it is Amelia. Hello. And much like all of the female eagle villagers that there are, I really do like their designs. Just very pleasant, very eye-pleasing. As you observant people, I'm sure, are aware of, it's clearly snowing on my island, which just shows how long I've had this villager hunt scheduled and held back for. This is Marina, a very cute octopus. My Joy-Cons died. I can't talk to her. Oh, there we go. Nothing but chaos. How are we doing, Marina? Your kawaii cuteness will save the day and stop me from panicking when my Joy-Cons die. Never had her before. I would like to have her at some point. She is very adorable. Okay, so new session, and we're on a bamboo island, and we have Sydney. Never had Sydney before. She's a good looking koala. That's not even Sydney. That's a good start. It's Yuka. Hello, Yuka. Oh, I feel bad. So, as I mentioned yesterday, or obviously the same recording, but you know, I had to fight around with my recording software, so I couldn't get as many tickets as I wanted in that small window of recording that I actually had. So, new session, and I've actually woke up feeling worse than I did yesterday, so you could probably hear it in my voice. I won't really know until I'm editing this. But I'm all stuffed up and full of cold. Fun times. It's a cold that just won't go away. My wife's had it for somewhere between 12 and 14 days now. I think I'm on about day 10. It looks like it's getting better, and then it just kind of comes back with a vengeance. There's Tipper, not one of our previous villagers, so we won't mark her down on previous villager bingo. We shall move on. And who do we have this time? It's Renee! She is one of our residents on Jailtown, so that's another villager to mark off for our number 9. I think she's number 4 actually in the 9, so... Hey Renee, how we doing? Oh, what a fabulous lady. Speaking of my never-ending cold, my Pokemon video came out fairly recently. That seems like a non sequitur, but bear with me, because I actually had to record that entire video whilst dealing with this cold. And there's Winnie in the background. I'm not going to say hello, it's not a previous villager we've had, so we're going to move on. But yeah, thank you very much to anyone and everyone that watched that video, that liked it, that left comments. It didn't get as many views as I would have hoped it would get, but those that watched it seemed to enjoy it, so that's cool. Yeah, the various doodles that I did for that episode took so long. I'm pretty slow when I do any kind of digital art, and I'm very out of practice, and so each one took somewhere between 2 to 5 hours. This is Molly, by the way. She's adorable. Looks really good in her winter clothing as well. You can see why everyone would want her for a cottage core. Like I said, when you put that much time into doing those bits of art, and then I show each bit for like 3 seconds each. So there was somewhere like 40 hours worth of work for what was about half a minute worth of video time. In hindsight, it doesn't seem really worth it, but it was kind of fun to do a little bit of digital art again. And for anyone that's interested, the reason it takes me so long to draw is because I'm having to use a mouse pad and the trackpad on my laptop, and generally using the pen tool when I'm doing my my drawings. I never really learnt how to use a graphics tablet. I really should learn, but yeah, I don't really draw enough to warrant buying one. This is Humphrey, and he's not a previous villager of mine, so we shall move on. I kind of went on a bit of a tangent as far as doodles are concerned, but I wanted to say that I'm really looking forward to yeah, the new Pokemon Legends game. And this is Barbara. Hello. She's a cute girl. I like Barbara. I'm definitely convinced that I'm going to have an all-sheep island next time I start a new one. No idea what the theme's going to be. Maybe you guys could help out. Do you guys play Pokemon? Are you excited for the new Legends game that they've just announced? In fact, what's your favourite Pokemon game? Distracting myself, I think this is Ava. It is. Yeah, I've got a complete fondness for Pokemon Yellow. To be honest, it's a game I played as a kid so much. Recently, I would say Pokemon Sword and Shield is my favourite. I know a lot of people had issues with that game, but I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the Legends Arceus game that came out as well, and so I'm really looking forward to this one. I'm interested to see how they're going to approach it, if it's going to be solely in the city or not. Oh, this is Matilda. Here's a resident of Jailtown, and so, another one for our bingo. She is obviously part of the girl gang that's going around terrorising members of Jailtown. But she's teaching her Joey the ways, and so she's actually going to overthrow the mafia, and she's going to put her son or daughter in charge of the whole place. They're going to run it all. Anticipation Mountain, who do you think we'll find? In regards to the speculation over Legends ZA, a lot of people are trying to guess who the starters are going to be. Oh look, there's Bitty. There's another one for our bingo. Another resident of Jailtown. Newly acquired, but another resident nonetheless. In regards to their Pokemon starters, I reckon they'll do something very similar to Arceus, or Arceus, however you pronounce it. And they'll have starters from various different regions, and maybe just change up the last evolution to have some kind of different variant. I think that would be cool. Plus obviously everyone's making a fuss over the fact that it's going to be Zygarde. And yeah, people have been asking for a Pokemon Z or Z for the longest time. Obviously there was XY, everyone was yeah, asking for Z, it never came. Speaking of Z, here's Zell. But yeah, there's lots of speculation over, obviously, the logo. The Z clearly makes it look like it's designed in Zygarde style. And then there's this A, and it's got a completely different style, almost like very leaf-like, honestly. Yeah, maybe it just means that Zygarde is going to get a different style of, I guess, evolution or some kind of different variant. Here's Shari. She is indeed another member of our previous villagers. She was the starter on my very first island of Skytree. But back onto what I was saying. Maybe it's similar to how Palkia and Dialga got different variant kind of forms in the Legends Arceus game. I keep switching between Arceus and Arceus, so yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, I'm really excited for the Pokemon game. I'm really looking forward to it. The fact it's also pushed back to 2025 is interesting. It gives them a little bit more development time, unlike the last time they dropped a Legends game, and that was kind of 3 months between them announcing it and then releasing it. Again, I really like the game. I don't think there was any major issues with it. But it's nice that they're taking a bit more time to develop it and really polish it, I think. That was Bam. Didn't acknowledge it, but he's a cool villager. As far as the bingo is concerned, I think we're on 6 characters out of 9. And we're on, like, ticket 33, question mark? I'm not sure. There's Norma, I believe. Very cute cow. Looking just very pretty in her winter clothing, but not someone we've had. It's going to be very Pokemon-themed villager hunt today, but I've also read rumours that there is going to be a pop-up store in London, which is cool. I never got to go to the last one they did. I have had the privilege of going to the Pokemon centres, or a couple of them in Japan, so I don't feel like I'm missing out too much, but at the same time it would be cool to actually go and visit. This is Phoebe? No, it's Rio. Oh, well then. Hello. Hi, Rio. I should have guessed from the colourful tail feathers, but the star was what made me rethink the name choice. I think if I did manage to somehow get to the Pokemon pop-up shop in London, what I'd end up buying is plushes. I have a real weakness for plushes. And there's Marcy. Have I already seen her? I don't know. If I have, obviously I won't mark her on the bingo, but she is a previous resident of Jailtown. Obviously, if I haven't seen her, she will get marked, so this is going to be a, a fun task for the editor, Tofu. Obviously still looking for our golden boy Rudy, and he's not on Money Rock Island, but there is another previous villager of Jailtown. It's Kid. Wow, that's like so many. Jailtown bringing the goods when it comes to previous villager bingo. We've had Matilda, Bitty, Kid, Marcy, Sprocket. My word, there's so many. But yeah, would love to find Rudy on this hunt. Obviously we were looking for Wendy, but we saw her really early on. She was going to be the prize if I hit 9 of the previous villagers. But because we've already seen her, I'm basically just counting that as a win. And if we get to 100 tickets, I'm going to take whoever the 100th is and then scan her in, obviously. This is Ali. She's not a previous villager, but I thought she would work really well on Jailtown. I think she's got quite a sassy, bit of a Karen look to her. Another waterfall island. I'll bust out my ladder. Fantastic. Who do you think we're going to get? 3, 2, and a 1. Go! Yes, it's Gabby, I think. Pippi, even. It's definitely a lot harder when it's snowing and they're all in hats, so you can't see the ears, and part of their face feels like they're covered up because they've got those coats just almost obscuring a little bit at the bottom. That's my excuse anyway. I'm not terrible at naming the villagers, honestly. And who do we have this time? Ah, it's Gale. She's hiding behind a tree. There she is. The cutesy pink alligator girl. Never had her, but would consider in the future. Definitely a favourite of my wife's, Mumsy. I might just do a quick fire round, so the next 10 villagers, I'll literally go up to them, just say their name, and then we'll move on. Here is Egbert. Never had Egbert before. And we have Rio again. Bamboo Island we find Marcy again. Ah, we have Florrie. Just looking delightful in the snow. Ah, absolute adorable and just beautiful girl Diana. Oh, what my wife wouldn't give to have her on her island. It's Antonio, the jock anteater. Are you Sparrow? You are indeed Sparrow. Hello. And there's Queenie in the background. I'm not going to go say hello to her. And here's Midge. Very cute bird. Never had her before, but would consider. And here's Claudia. I actually got confused for a second when I saw her and Bianca came into my head, and I knew that wasn't right. So that's the end of the quickfire round for now. I was just checking my phone in between the many loading screens that this game has, and we've had another person drop a comment on my previous villager hunt. So, new challenger approaches. This ticket is dedicated to Timmy Loy. And we have Renee! We've already seen Renee previously, and she was one of our previous villager hunt or previous villager bingos marks, so yeah. I can't imagine anyone else sneaking in with a comment on that previous villager hunt, but you never know. Might get one or two just possibly popping in right at the end. 3, 2, 1, who do we have? Is that Peanut? It is. Hello, cutie. Seems to be a bit of a theme, but there are plenty of pink characters that I've never had before, but would consider. So, yeah, Gale, Midge, Peanut, they're all adorable, and they're going to be somebody's favourite out there, and for good reason. And who do we have this time? Rudy? No, not Rudy. Tex, I'm pretty sure. I'm so sure I'm not even going to go talk to him. And in my typical clumsy fashion, I managed to punch the microphone, so yeah, that was fun, and then had to put it back where it was. But a distracting factor here is Sky, the ever adorable Sky. And she was a previous villager of mine, and so is a mark for the bingo. And what a pleasant face to see as well. Very beautiful wolf. As we just saw Sky, was that 9 villagers, the 9 previous? I'm completely lost with that, so Editor Tofu, help. Here is Drago. Never had Drago before. Definitely one I would have considered for Tanglewood. It's just a cool looking guy. Happy Year the Dragon, Drago. Are we going to find our golden boy Rudy in the bamboo? Who are you? Ugh! It's Naomi. Oh, don't talk to me, no! No, 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 no. Goodbye. And we have this time someone good. It's Egbert again. I'm not even going to bother. Someone good, someone good. This is Grandma Monkey, isn't it? Elise, is that your name? It is indeed Elise. Is grandparent core a thing? Because I imagine she'd work very well for that. Dobie would probably work well with that as well. This time, we're going to find my boy. We're not. It's Ali again. Another dupe. I can't be bothered to talk to her because we've seen her before. I really wish this cold would just go away. I'm running out of tissues to blow my nose with. I'm running out of cold and flu tablets and lozenges. It just needs to go. But this is Fauna and is a previous villager of ours. She was the right-hand villager under Bob's rule for the bathrobe cult on Skytree. She came over onto Tanglewood briefly and started handing out bathrobes. She started with me. She thinks I don't remember. I remember. And so I'm back from a quick break. Obviously it would have been no time at all for you guys. You wouldn't have even probably noticed. But I have edited the footage I had up to this point, and as far as the bingo is concerned, we've actually found 11 villagers. And here's Walker. What a cute boy. But yeah, we easily have hit the 9 previous villager threshold, so even if I hadn't seen Wendy previously, I was able to scan her in. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Like I said, if I get to 100 tickets, I haven't found Rudy at that point, we'll be taking whoever's on ticket 100, and then eventually scanning in Wendy and replacing that villager. How many previous villagers do you think I'll hit in the end? And in fact, if you've been playing along, how many villagers did you have? Or do you have? How long did it take before you got 9? This is Piper, looking very cute in a hat. Not had her. Again, one of those characters that I would consider, but just not really suited the islands I've been going for. Also, I've got a question for my UK-based watchers. The Animal Crossing Lego is out, and I believe certain stores are doing a promotional thing where you can go and build a little house. I think it's meant to be Fauna's house, and then you can take it home, and I believe it's free of charge. But is anyone planning to do that? Or has anyone done that, depending on when this video comes out? this is Rocco. He's a cool dude. He's alright. Not someone we're after though, so we carry on. I'm not sure if that's a US and Canada thing as well, or if it's literally just the UK at the moment. It might be Europe. I really don't know. But hopefully if it's not the US and Canada and places like that, it will be at some point. Because it's a cool little item to have. Especially if it's free. This lion, what is his name? I can't tell from the... Oh, it's Elvis. I couldn't tell from behind. It's only when he turned around that I could actually see his face, and the name came to me. He doesn't look nearly as bad when he's not in those royal robes. Also another UK based thing, but this weekend coming is Mother's Day on Sunday. So, hello and thank you to all you lovely, beautiful mothers out there. Oh. I'm pretty sure Moose is a wizard. He just took that hat off without moving at all. Oh, that's weird. Actually, I really don't like that. I'm looking forward to once this villager hunt is over and I can then skip forward to the actual date, and then it'll be green again. It won't be covered in snow. There's Rudy. I was contemplating hopping over the river to talk to him, but I'm not going to bother. I know who it is. I don't want him. Yeah. Are we going to find someone good on Sister Fruit Island? Only time will tell. Oh, Sherb. Hello. What a fabulous boy. Definitely is someone good. Not someone we're after. Are we going to find Rudy? Is it even possible to find Rudy? Is he, is he in my queue and so can't be seen ever? This is Amelia. I'm pretty sure we've seen her already, so I won't say hello. I'll put this fire out, and away we go! Hello. Which villager do we have? Where are you? Are you on the beach? It's Rio again. Was that the third time? No, thank you, Rio. And we're on ticket number 70. Cool. Who do we have? Ah, is it Mary? Gonna have to double check her name. Hey, cuteness. It is indeed Mary. Hello. One of the few cats I've not actually ever had. But, like so many that have any kind of pink theming, I would definitely consider. So another bamboo island. Are we gonna get Rio again? Hopefully not. I don't want to see her the fourth time. Ah, it's Willow. Ah, I want you on a different island. I just want to hug onto you, all the sheep, and just feel how soft your fluffy fur is. So we've had a couple of cuties, almost in a row. Who are we going to find this time? Megan on the horizon, pretty damn sure. There she is. I've always said it's a bit of a shame with Megan, because she is actually a good looking character. She just got overshadowed by all the characters that came in the update. Was Megan even a 2.0 villager, or was she just new to New Horizons? I don't remember now. It was quite a while ago. There's Chow. No, thank you. Okay, someone better than Chow. That's not a particularly high bar to get over. And we have Wade. He is better than Chow. I like the look of Wade. He's just a very simple design, just a good looking penguin. They didn't go overly complex with him, so yeah. He's kind of cool, kind of cute. Definitely feels like we're burning through some of our tickets now. Ah, there's Eunice. Another adorable looking sheep. Definitely want them on another island. I'm pretty much convinced that I'm going to have a all sheep island, like next. Speaking of burning for our tickets, I'm going to do another quick fire round, so another quick 10. And yeah, if we find Rudy, you'll know about it. I'll be singing and dancing. And first of our quick fire round is Eric. What a cute boy. Here we have Robin. Never considered Robin, but she's kind of cute in her own way. We have Coach hiding in the bamboo. And we have Freya. I'm replacing you, Freya. You can't come back. As much as I love you, you can't come back. And there's Ava in the background. I'm not going to go talk to her. Another Sister Fruit Island, and we have Colton. He's cool. Colton. And there's Octavian, the grumpy octopus. He's alright. Whee! And there's Sky again. Nice to see, but another dupe. I believe this mouse's name is Greta, and it is. She'd work for Grandparent Corps. And there we have Jacques. who would work really well on my jail town. But not today. So that was our quickfire round, all 10. We saw Freya, who was the only previous villager that we've had. And now we're on Anticipation Mountain, 3, 2, 1, and it's Patty. Hello, Patty. If you include this ticket, we're into the last 15, so usually this would be crunch time and I would be looking to try and settle. But we've obviously got Wendy in the bag. We know that I'm going to be scanning in Wendy if I don't find Rudy, so there's no real pressure. Maybe we can just see which cool villagers turn up in the last 15. And we have this time... we have Hugh! He's a cool looking pig. I like the fact he's got heterochromia. Remember, Raymond wasn't the first one, it was always Hugh. No one went crazy for Hugh though, did they? Give Hugh some love. Do it now. So a really random thought that's just popped into my head. I've been watching a few Let's Plays of older games of Animal Crossing, so New Leaf, Wild World, City Folk, things like that. And yeah, obviously when the villagers came into your town, they were always auto-filled. You didn't have a choice as to who came in. Unless you had a DLC character. I think Wild World introduced DLC and you can get like monkey characters via that way. But you had to go to a specific store to go get it. Anyway, I assume the next game will have villager hunting because it's such an integral part of this game. It's just trying to work out or, you know, try and think of a way that they would be able to incorporate that, because unless they do another island style design game, which New Horizons kind of is, yeah, I find it hard to imagine a way of being able to go and hunt for villagers. I'm sure the smart folks at Nintendo will be able to manage and find a way to do that. And here is Cephalobot. Never had Cephalobot, and can't imagine I would, but he's alright. Not really into the robots. Sprocket's okay just because he was a starter on Jailtown, but to be honest, I would prefer if he wasn't there. I do hope they go into Animal Crossing based spin-off territory again. Like, Amiibo Festival was just a horrible fail. No one really bought the Wii U, and no one wanted to pay for a game that was basically behind a paywall because of the whole Amiibo card thing. That and the fact it was just pretty boring Mario Party clone. Something that isn't boring is Marina. She's adorable. 2 octopi in a row. Love to see it. I would love to see a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon-esque game with the Animal Crossing villagers. That would be cool. I don't know how they would work it. Oh, I'm going to interrupt myself. Hi, Chrissy. You're just beautiful, aren't you? I've always wanted you on one of my islands. Along with Francine, you would have worked fantastically on Skytree. The sisters reunited. But it wasn't to be, and I'll just have to have you on a different island in the future. If this was early on in the island's history, I would have taken Chrissy right there and then. There's Portia. I'm going to say hello to her because she is also adorable, and she is a previous villager we've had. Hey, Portia. She looks so businesslike in that suit. I'm not sure what the clothing item is called, but yeah, she looks serious and like she's got everything kind of together. I would say we've had 3 good characters in a row in Marina, Chrissy and Portia, and are we going to make it 4? Judy, we are indeed. Hello. Wow, this last few ticket run is I'm sure a dream for someone. That many good-looking girlies. I'm sure there's someone that's absolutely screaming because they've not been able to find these characters and I'm just kind of passing by. Okay, we're looking for 5 in a row. 5 adorable, cute villagers. And that run is ruined. Hi, Al. Bye, Al. And who will we find up on Waterfall Island? Bust out our ladder. And then do our trusty countdown of 3, 2, 1. Big reveal. It's Boris! It's another previous villager and a previous Tanglewood villager as well. I liked Boris. He was a cool guy. Definitely warmed up to him. And we're into our final 5 tickets. And we have Sasha, another previous villager of mine. Oh, what a cute boy. I love him. But we can't take him. And it's kind of sad. And who do we have this time? Someone good, someone good. Someone okay. It's Eugene, the quote-unquote cool koala. If you think he's cool, then great. I think he's just trying to look the part. Into our big final 3. And we have Cookie. Wow, I'd say the final 15 tickets has just been an absolute run of fantastic villagers. We've had the odd 1 or 2 that have not been up to snuff, but wow, there's been so many good ones, and I would have taken Cookie if not one of the previous fantastic villagers we've already seen. Last 2 tickets, there's always a little bit of hope that Rudy will show up. Will he? Will he? Well, he's not going to show up now. It's Egbert. I believe that's the 3rd time we've seen him, and yeah, just like the other times, no thank you. Okay, final ticket. The ultimate win would be if Rudy shows up, or if Wendy shows up, to be honest, and then I wouldn't have to take the time to scan her in and all that jazz. The ironic choice would be, as we're doing a previous villager hunt bingo, would be if we got a previous villager to come back, and we don't. It's Ken the chicken. So Ken will be our chosen villager to come back. So come to my island, Ken. It's going to be very, very brief. But you can see what the jungle's like for like a day or 2. So here is our newest villager, even if it is very brief. Hello, Ken. So guys, I'm going to go through the process of scanning Wendy in, and through the power of editing, I'm now going to have it jump cut to Wendy, so you don't have to see me faffing around and building her the various bits of furniture in the campsite. See you there. And so we have Ken gone, and we welcome our newest villager to the jungle, Wendy. The gorgeous girl. Here you are, ready to own the island. Well guys, I'm going to end today's episode there. Thank you very much for watching. If you made it this far into the video, please like and subscribe if you haven't done already. I'm almost at 500 subs, so that little extra push just to get me over that line would be massive help to me. Thank you very much again for watching. Hope you have a good one, and I'll see you next time. See you later.